Welcome to Diablo Valley College. In this video, we will show you how to access and use the Multiple Measures online assessment tool, which is used to place you into the appropriate math and English classes. Traditionally, when students enter DVC, they would take math and English assessment tests in our lab in order to get placed. But now studies are showing that we can actually place students based on just the information within the high school transcript. We call this process multiple measures, and the measures that are considered are your results on the EAP or CASP exam taken your junior year of high school, the math and English classes you took during your junior and senior year depending on your graduation year, the grade you earned in the second semester of those classes, and finally we look at the cumulative, non-weighted grade point average. After you enter this information, you will be shown your placement for math and English. It's that easy. If you feel comfortable with these placements, you can proceed with scheduling a session with an academic counselor in order to create your educational plan. But if you feel that the placements offered are not what you expected, you are welcome to take the traditional assessment test, in which case we will use whichever placement is the highest. Please note that this tool can only be used by students who have graduated high school within the last 10 years from an accredited high school in the United States.
First, navigate to the Assessment Center webpage at www.dvc.edu/assessment. There you will see two options, one for students who have graduated within the last year, and the other is for students who graduated high school within the past 10 years. Choose the appropriate option for you. Next, you will need to log in using your Insight Portal username and password. The first thing we will measure is the English class you took. If you took a class meant for non-native English speakers, select the English as a Second Language ESL option. You will be asked to enter your results from the EAP or CASP exam. If you attended a public high school, this test was taken during your junior year. If you have this information, enter it now. Otherwise, select Don't Know. If you did not take the EAP or CASP exam, choose Didn't take the EAP. For students who graduated high school within the last year, we will measure the English class you took during your junior year. If you graduated last year up to 10 years ago, we will measure the English class you took your senior year. Also, include the grade you earned for the second semester. If you retook a class during the third semester or beyond, please use the most recent semester. Enter your cumulative non-weighted GPA. Confirm that the information you entered is accurate. Click Try Again to make any corrections. Remember, you cannot correct this information after it has been submitted. Now we will measure for math, following the same procedure as for English. Start with your EAP or CASP scores. If you have this information, enter it now. Otherwise, select Don't Know. If you do not take the EAP or CASP exam, choose Didn't take the EAP. For students who graduated high school within the last year, we will measure the math class you took during your junior year. If you graduated last year up to 10 years ago, we will measure the math class you took your senior year. Also, include the grade you earned for the second semester. If you retook a class during the third semester or beyond, please use the most recent semester. After you entered and confirmed your information from the transcript, you will see your math and English placements on the screen in bold green text. At the bottom of the results page, you will also see a blue button that allows you to print out your placements. We recommend that you print out this page and retain it for your records. You should also bring this printout with you when you see an academic counselor for your educational planning. If you are satisfied with your placements, then please proceed with educational planning, which is completed with an academic counselor. Incoming freshmen should enroll in Counseling 095 in order to complete educational planning.
Again, if you think you might be able to place higher and would like to take the traditional assessment test, please schedule an assessment appointment for either the Pleasant Hill or San Ramon campuses by going to our website www.dvc.edu/assessment. We will use the highest placement you received from either the multiple measures tool or the traditional assessment test. The last step is to make sure to submit an unofficial copy of your transcript to the Admissions and Records Office for verification. This is an important step since a hold may be placed on your account if you do not submit your transcript. You can bring a copy of your transcript to the Admissions and Records Office in person or send an electronic copy to dvcmmap@dvc.edu.